Version 6.0 has actually taken a pretty exciting turn, and it's honestly shaping up to be the most rewarding patch we've had in a while. Yep, even more rewarding than version 5.0, and it's all because 6.0 will overlap with Genshin next anniversary. So in today's video, we're breaking down all the latest rewards coming in 6.0. From the 2 free characters we're getting to the latest Primogem sources recently revealed, this video will contain it all, and yes, with a side of roast.
New card. What do you think?
By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's coming your way, the possible extras if some changes happen, and even get a quick estimate of how many wishes you can save for Flins, Yelan, or our, suspiciously thick mommy Lauma. Now don't forget that we're also hosting a 10 Welkin Moon giveaway at 25,000 subscribers. If you want a shot at it, or really just want to support my lovely content, then all you've got to do is subscribe, like, and maybe drop a comment below. The more I see you around, the higher your chances of getting picked. With that said, if you want to shoot your way to premium savings on the thicc and Mulani banner, then you've got to check out my partner Ldshop. Right now, they're slashing banner expenses with a massive 35% off all your top-ups. And here's the thing, they're not just killing your expenses, they're also killing all your worries. I started using them not only because of their savings, but because they're so convenient and worry-free. Like, come on, I'm saving over 30 bucks on my pulls, and all they asked for was my UID and server. Won't you ask for my password?
Don't need that, my man.
And those are just the elemental skill. For their burst, if you spend over $80 in a month, you'll be granted a Welkin or its equivalent all free of charge. So yeah, what are you waiting for? thicc and Mulani won't be around forever. So use my link in the description or pinned comment to lock in those juicy discounts. Now that we've covered the savings, let's start with the basics before moving on to the juicier stuff. Version 6.0 brings back the standard 5-star selector, but this time with a twist. Alongside the usual picks like Dehya, thicc, Lauma, we're also getting the legendary Mizuki added to the lineup. So as you might have guessed, I'm going for Mizuki. Not because I like short ladies, although I do, but kits-wise, she's not bad at all. And considering she's an anemo unit, she fits surprisingly well with lunar charge teams, especially when you realize that her kit buffs elemental mastery. Anyways, speaking of lunar teams, that leads us straight to the second free character, Ano. Just like how we got Ororon and Kachina for free, we're getting 2 free 4-stars in Nodcry as well. While the identity of the second one is still a mystery, Ano is 100% confirmed. For context, Ano is a Hydro Claymore user, and apparently she's the creator of Anefa. Yeah, I know, the way the creator of a 5-star is only a 4-star kinda blows my mind too. Hoyoverse, it doesn't make sense. But well, don't worry, she's not going to be a weak unit, especially when you consider she's the very first Hydro Claymore character we've ever gotten. Goodness gracious, it took us 5 years to get one. Now let's hope we don't have to wait another 5 for a Geocatalyst male character, or else Hoyo will get it from me again. With that said, Ano is going to be a solid alternative to Xingqiu, especially in lunar charge teams. Honestly, it's a no-brainer to grab extra constellations for her, especially if you'll probably be pulling on Flynn's banner anyway. Now, with characters out of the way, let's talk freebies. According to reliable leaks, we're getting a free glider. But to be honest,
who asked? Like, is there a single person on this planet
who woke up one day and be like, oh man, I sure hope I get a free glider today? Personally, I've never really cared for free gliders. They look cool, sure, but they're never game-changing. But let's move past that and get to the real goodies. Anyways, version 6.0 introduces 3 new local legends. These guys are basically mini-bosses that drop Primogems, 60 per legend to be exact. You'll get 20 for defeating them, 20 for dodging their special moves, and another 20 for taking out their summoned troops. That's an easy 180 primos just from the 3 local legends. It's the first time they're doing this, and we can only hope that it becomes a permanent tradition from now on, or else. Now for the juicer stuff, we've got the anniversary rewards. We're looking at the same 10 free wishes through login rewards. On top of that, 1,600 primos will be hitting our mailboxes. Now don't get me wrong, all these rewards are solid, but it feels like Hoyoverse is just copy-pasting rewards year after year. I truly hope they at least spice things up a bit, you know? Anyways, Nodcry itself is bringing a massive new region split into 3 major areas. Each one will have its own offering system that gives Primogems, and more importantly, elixirs, which can be used to fine-tune artifacts. It's not like it won't all roll into defense, but hey, you at least get 3 of it since it's 3 sub-regions in 6.0. Now let's talk Primogems. Each region's exploration is set to give a sweet 250 Primogems, but that's not even counting the extra 400 Primogems coming from the limited exploration reward, a classic tradition Hoyo follows every time a new map drops. But here's where things get interesting. I may have been a little quick to call this an offering system, Why? Well, you see, past offering systems didn't hand out rewards based on exploration progress. They used sigils, which means this might actually be something else entirely. Looking closer at the image labeled, we can see something called the meeting point. I can fully guarantee you that this is a separate offering feature. The moon-shaped structure in the visuals further confirms the fact that it's for Nodcry. Now, if we compare it to Natlan's offering system, which gave around 50 Primogems per level, across 50 levels, then Nodcry's could be similar but smaller for now. Why smaller? Because the full map won't be revealed in 6.0, just like how it rolled out for Natlan and Fontaine. So expect about half the rewards, or about 1,250 Primogems, until future expansions. Moving on, we've got a tricky one. This is where things get really uncertain, because we don't exactly even know if we'll get these Primogems at all. Here's the gist. Genshin's participating in the Gamescom event, and as usual, if they win, they're supposed to thank us players with a juicy 1,600 Primogems. Now, normally I'd vote for them with all my heart. No hesitation. I'm a Genshin creator after all. But I'm the kind of person who will point out their bad doings regardless. You see, they recently dropped a code worth 30 Primogems. Just 30 primos and it got maxed out almost immediately. Like seriously, Hoyoverse, what the actual f***? Why would you place a max user limit on a 30 Primogem code? It's not even about the size of the reward, it's the principle. Time zones exist, people. Some players were literally asleep when it dropped. And you know what? I'm not even mad at Hoyo for this one. I'm just deeply disappointed. But hey, if they still manage to win after all this, that's a free 1,600 Primogems. Not like we can reject it, right? With that said, let's get a quick Primogem estimate for the first and second phase of 6.0. We're looking at 20 wishes from the anniversary alone, so that's a solid 3,200 Primogems right off the bat. Next, the new region rewards. Between offering and exploration, we should see around 750 Primogems from one and 1,250 from the other. Now, leakers are saying exploration will offer 1,200 Primogems. But let's be honest, a 0.0 patch dropping that little? Yeah, I don't buy it. But as I always say, it's better to underestimate than overestimate. Lower your expectations, and you'll never be disappointed. Anyways, Paimon Bargain will reset once. So that's an extra 5 wishes, or 8 if you're willing to use Masterless Glitter. Character Trials grants the usual 80 primos. The special program is another 300. We're also expecting 600 into the mailbox for server maintenance. Spiral Abyss will reset twice, giving an easy 1,600 Primogems. But as you know me, I'll lower that to about 650 primos per reset, since not everyone can 36-star the Abyss. If you want to learn how to 36-star it for this patch, then check out the video linked up here. Damn, I sound like a businesswoman right now. Anyways, with 650 primos per patch, you can expect about 1,300 Primogems. But hold on, this video isn't a primo count video. We literally play Genshin to skip maths, so it comes down to you guys. Should I do the full count, or should I just give you the count per patch? Well, time's up, and it seems the majority of you guys want me to just say it, so first of all, thank you for the trust, and without further ado, allow me to tell you the final primo count for each patch. In the first phase of 6.0, you can expect 12,885 primos. That's with 650 primos from the Abyss, with you only completing half of the statue of the 7 in Nodcry, and also half the achievements, so yes, it can be higher, but it can definitely not be lower. Now for the second phase, we can expect 5,180 Primogems, meaning you can basically save from now to this patch to guarantee yourself a 5-star. Once again, this is with me counting about 32 stars in the Abyss, and with a few primo sources cut, so it will definitely be higher. It's just safer for us to stay on the lower ground, you know? So yeah, I just saved you some chill time by skipping the extra math because, let's be honest, we all play Genshin to avoid doing math. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If so, consider subscribing and liking the video. It's free, and it makes me happier than pulling a 5-star on Zero Pity. With that said, that's a wrap for this one. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully with more Primogems and less heartbreaks.